Thanks, Hugh. Good evening and welcome to Look North. Tonight, the technology failures on smart motorways that could put lives at risk. A Yorkshire MP's warning that lives are being put at risk due to repeated failures of the computer system operating smart motorways. Look North has learned that the software operating the overhead signs failed to work for a total of 25 hours in September and October. National Highways has now commissioned an independent investigation. Here's our transport correspondent Spencer Stokes.
A smart motorway, but how smart is the technology that's supposed to make them safe? It's called DINAC and keeps failing, meaning vehicles stranded in a so-called live lane are at risk of being driven into.
Motorists are 100% playing roulette with their lives every time they go on a smart motorway. We believed the National Highways when they said the IT would be there to save us when they took away the hard shoulder. The IT isn't working.
The most serious failure in recent months was 2 weeks ago on Wednesday the 26th of October when the DINAC software went off at 5:45 p.m. until 9:30 p.m, a 3-hour 45-minute outage. But there were also problems in September. National Highways say the system worked for over 97% of the time, but that means it was off for around 21 hours across the month. There have been multiple fatalities on smart motorways. In 2019, Jason Mercer was killed after he stopped in a live lane near Meadowhall. His widow Claire has campaigned for hard shoulders to be reinstated and is regularly contacted by National Highways staff who man the control centres. This is one of those emails you've got from a worker at the control centre. Just explain what it says.
It says, the system fails nearly every day. In the last 2 weeks, we've lost control of our signs and signals on every motorway in the country for a total of 11 hours. All we do is send traffic officers to patrol the areas that we think people are most likely to die.
So that worker clearly very frustrated.
Yeah, they're at their wits' end. They can't do anything with broken tools.
National Highways say that when the system failed in October, they increased patrols, lowered the speed limit to 60 miles per hour and enhanced the monitoring of CCTV. They've also commissioned an independent investigation into DINAC's failings.
National Highways keep peddling the all is well line because they can't afford not to, but it really isn't all is well, and people are dying or getting injured, and the more that we convert, the more miles of motorway that we convert to smart motorways, the more that's going to happen.
Currently, all new smart motorways are on hold for 5 years, but there are no plans to reinstate the hard shoulder in Yorkshire, so drivers can only hope that the overhead signs are working. Spencer Stokes, BBC Look North.
Second homeowners in North Yorkshire will pay twice as much council tax in a bid to tackle the housing crisis. House prices in touristy areas like Whitby have been pushed up by people buying second homes. Now North Yorkshire County Council plans to charge them double council tax, but the change won't apply to holiday lets run as businesses.
I would like to see more other steps taken because I don't think this is enough. This government's had 12 years to solve this problem that is affecting coastal areas like Whitby very seriously, and the problem has got worse over those 12 years.
There's another crackdown on knife crime this week as police forces in our region try and tackle the problem of young people carrying weapons. Along with a weapons search in a Sheffield park today where a knife was found in undergrowth, police are going into schools to teach children as young as 10 about the risks of carrying knives. Officers say it's an important part of preventing future tragedies.
That early intervention is a cure, in my opinion. When we get to secondary school, it's almost too late for some pupils. So teaching them early, but with relevant materials, it's absolutely wonderful.
A pub in Leeds has cancelled plans to screen the World Cup following concerns about Qatar's treatment of LGBT people. The Mustard Pot in Chapel Allerton made the decision after feedback from regulars and has refunded tickets. Other venues have also decided to boycott the World Cup because same-sex relationships are illegal in host country Qatar. An update now for you on Kevin Sinfield's ultramarathon challenge. The former Leeds Rhinos player is running 7 ultramarathons in 7 days to raise money for research into motor neurone disease. That's the condition his friend Rob Burrow has. Today, he reached 119 miles and was greeted by crowds as he ran through the rain. And finally, something to look forward to in the summer, as Sting and Madness have announced they will perform in Halifax. They're part of the Peace Hall's 2023 Summer Concert Series. Madness will appear on the June 16th, while Sting will perform on the 4th of July. Meanwhile, Britpop stars Shed 7 have also announced they will play Leeds Millennium Square in July. Something to look forward to. Now let's see what the weather has in store. Here's Keely.
Hello there, good evening. After today's wet and windy conditions, you'll be pleased to know some respite tomorrow. It'll be drier and it'll be brighter, though there could still be the odd shower. I think for most places a more settled day. But that rain is set to return overnight into Thursday. Thursday looks like another wet day before things cheer up again for Friday and Saturday. So as we head through the next few hours, the odd shower, but I think for most places dry with clear spells, the odd mist or fog patch, but nothing as extensive as we've seen earlier in the week, and temperatures are dropping back to around 5 or 6 degrees. Tomorrow, drier and brighter than today. There'll be some areas of cloud, but it will be broken in places to allow some bright or sunny spells. The small risk of the odd shower through the afternoon, but for most places staying dry, it won't be as windy and temperatures will lift to around 9 or 10 degrees, so a little bit cooler. The rain returning overnight Wednesday into Thursday. It'll linger for much of the day on Thursday before that area of low pressure moves away northwards. Fine on Friday, a widespread frost, a crisp start on Saturday.
And that's it from the Late Team. Thanks for joining us. Good night.